It's been hard, it's been volatile, very, very frustrating. But the hardest thing by a mile is actually taking profits. And that's because of FOMO and greed. What you've got to do is keep smiling, keep focusing on education, and keep thinking about that all important exit strategy. Now, today is all about taking profits with Solana. Now, I was lucky enough to get into Solana in January 2021. It got me a 90x, almost a 90x. I got in at around $3, and in November 2021, it got up to about $260. So almost a 90x. I don't think it'll do that well in 2025, not even close. Maybe a 5x. Let's just say I'm very bullish on Solana. And if you're not already, I have a feeling you will be by the end of this live stream. Today, we're going to be looking at some of Solana's latest news to keep you fully updated. We'll look at data that I'll be using to take profits over the next few months incrementally. I'll tell you my latest exit strategy, and I'll even throw in some price predictions in there. Then I'll tell you how I'm specifically taking profits with Solana. And to finish, I'll tell you how I can use my 8 years of crypto experience to help you really win in crypto. The latest news for the Solana blockchain. Market performance and ETF prospects. Solana is trading at around $148 to $149, showing a slight decline after peaking at $157 in April. Despite bearish signals, Bloomberg Intelligence raised the odds of a US Solana ETF approval to 90% in 2025. With 6 asset managers, Grayscale, VanEck, 21 shares, etc., awaiting SEC clearance. This follows a 60% price rally from April lows and a 13 billion stablecoin market cap, signaling strong network usage, which is really important as it shows people are actually using the chain. DeFi and staking growth. Solana surpassed Ethereum in total stake value on April 21st, reaching 53 billion compared to Ethereum's 53.96 billion compared to Ethereum's 53.7 billion. However, with 65% of SOL staked, concerns arise about reduced liquidity for DeFi activities like liquidity provision. Solana's DeFi TVL, total value locked, hit $8 billion, ranking it as the second largest layer 1 blockchain, with stablecoin issuance reaching $13 billion. Ecosystem and developer updates. 1inch integration. On April 29th, 1inch added support for Solana, planning cross-chain swaps across 10 blockchains, enhancing DeFi interoperability. Validator incentives. The Solana Foundation is reducing delegated validators to promote self-reliance, a move seen as bullish for decentralization. However, concerns remain as 897 validators rely on foundation support, and Solana's single client dependency draws criticism. Institutional investment. DeFi Development Corp, formerly Janover, filed to raise $1 billion to acquire more Solana, having already secured $48.2 million. Sol Strategies, led by ex-Valkyrie co-founder Leah Wald, also secured a $500 million convertible note to invest in Solana, drawing comparisons to MicroStrategy's Bitcoin treasury model. This sort of institutional demand for Solana is very bullish. Now, I am bullish on Solana. It's one of my main positions, but I do have a lot of confirmation bias. So I'm always looking for positive news. One big negative, is the outages that Solana has suffered in the past. And one personal negative is that the Solana Saga phone I ordered last year hasn't arrived yet. So come on, Solana, pull your finger out. So that's it for Solana news. The data I'm going to be using to help me take profits incrementally as a DCA or ladder out of the market. First off, and most importantly, is the global M2 money supply. Now, when you look into it, liquidity is what matters for Bitcoin and other cryptos like Solana. It's hugely important, and this will go up significantly in 2025 because huge countries like the US, like China, need to print shitloads of money to refinance their huge debts. And as this goes up significantly, the price of Bitcoin and other cryptos will follow. It'll keep going up. Now, to use this, What you're looking for is it to slow down. Once it slows down towards the end of the year, maybe start 2026, this is a good time to take profits. I also look at the ISM manufacturing index, and this is hugely important because it tells you the state of the American economy. Currently, it's at around 47, 48. Now, we want this to get over 50, and this is a good sign that the old season has started. And once this gets up to 60, fingers crossed, this is a really good time to take profits. Then it's market emotions, and I use the fear and greed index. Basically, you're going against the herd. So when there's loads of fear in the market, this might be a good buying opportunity. And the opposite is true. When there's loads of greed in the market, take profits. So when that greed gets to 85 to 90, when you look at CoinMarketCap, the fear and greed index, I'll be taking profits. Next, technical analysis. I'm not a day trader, as I always say on this channel. I just want to know the general direction of the market, uptrend, boring sideways or downtrend. And the data, the technical analysis I use is simple moving average, exponential moving average, RSI, relative strength index, and volume. This just lets me know where we are in the cycle. Then I use the Bitcoin dominance chart. This is frustratingly 63, 64%. We want that pushing down towards 50%. And when we get somewhere between 45 and 50%, I'll be looking to take profits. I also check on the others' dominance. And importantly, I'm keeping up to date. I keep up to date mainly on X and YouTube. And finally, are retail back in? Are you getting messages from friends and family? What to buy, when to sell, when's the next 10x, when's the next 100x? You're going to get it. That FOMO, retail investors are going to get FOMO and they're going to come steaming into crypto. Another way to tell the retailer back is by looking at app charts, like Apple app charts. Look at to see if Coinbase and Binance are somewhere near the top. This is a good sign that retail are actually back. So, my latest updated exit strategy. I'm writing this out literally every week. Little tweaks, shall we say. So, my exit strategy, as it should be for everyone, is aligned with my risk tolerance and my financial goals. I'm going to take 50% out in Q2 if and when alt season starts. Then I'll take 30% out in Q4. I'll be leaving 20% in long term. My tax-free crypto, so the crypto positions I've got inside my ISA and my SIP, so you're talking Coinbase, MicroStrategy, I'm going to swap 100% for cash in Q4 and leave that cash inside my tax-free wrappers. This strategy is for some of my biggest positions like Solana, Sui, HBAR, Casper, and some of my other positions. I do have some shit left over from the last cycle. With XRP, I'll take 50% out in Q4 and 50% is for long term. With Tau, my main AI, artificial intelligence position, easy for me to say, I'll take 80% out in Q4 and 20% is for long term. Price targets. This is for a bit of fun, bit of speculation, and nothing, as always in this video, should be taken as financial advice. I'm literally just trying to help you with my experience. So, Solana, $750. Sui, $15. HBAR, $1. XRP, $10. Tau, $9,000. Bitcoin, $150,000. What do you think about these price predictions? Let me know in the comments. Do you agree or am I talking out of my ass? Now, specifically, how am I taking profits with Solana? Now, I've just said I'm going to be taking 50% out in Q2, 30% out in Q4, and leaving the rest long term. But with Solana, it's slightly different because I was able to take loads of profits out in 2021. I've still got a couple of hundred tokens left over, and I am looking to take 50% out in Q2, but there's a couple of things I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that ETF approval, and I'm also waiting to see what happens with Firedancer. Firedancer is what gets me really excited about Solana. Have a little look into it, and I believe it will do the same for you. So potentially with Solana, I'll be taking 50% out in Q2, as I've said, but I am waiting for a few things to happen. I might leave all of it for Q4 and take 80% out in Q4 and leave the rest 20%. As I said, I'm writing out my exit strategy literally every week because this is my main focus. My main focus on this channel is taking profits. It's the hardest thing to do in crypto, which I've found over the last 8 years. And we all should be focused in on it because 2025 is all about taking profits. Please focus on your exit strategy. So finally, how can I help you with my 8 years of crypto experience, my up and down crypto experience? So in 2017, 2018, I fucked up massively. I put £6,000 in to 3 altcoins that went up to 30,000, and then at the start of 2018, I watched it fall back to 6,000 and then to almost nothing. Please learn from this mistake. I done this because I was clueless and I had zero financial literacy. Thankfully, from 2019 onwards, I focused on education and I became financially literate. And this meant in the last 2 cycles, I've managed to get 6 figures in crypto. So if you focus on education, if you focus on financial literacy, it will lead to improved results from my experience. So how can I help you? Well, the data I mentioned earlier, I can help you put it all together in a strategy call, a one-to-one strategy call. And if you're interested, type yes below in the comments. And then you can join my crypto community. To join my crypto community, look at the description on my main channel, on this channel, and you'll find the link. Or just type yes below. You can join the community and then you can book the one-to-one strategy call. You're also getting 4 investing courses to get you exactly where you need to be. Let's take my main course, for example, Crypto Investing Made Simple. That's literally got all of my 8 years of crypto experience in just 3 hours. So you get inside the community, complete the course material, and then you can ask me any questions you've got about the course material. And you're also getting around other investors. And I believe if you get around other investors, it improves your results. Plus, you're also getting an exclusive weekly newsletter to keep you fully up to date and to help you take profits. As you can tell, I'm a little bit obsessed with taking profits because I realize it's so important. That'll do for now. Hopefully you've taken value from this little live stream. Good luck with your crypto investing. Before we go, I'll have a look at the comments, see if there's any keyboard warriors. Your girl Ava said hi. Hi. Tyrone said hi. Hi. And Driss Farji said yes. So anyone that does say yes, have a look at the description on my main channel, join the crypto community, and then you can book your one-to-one strategy call. Good luck in 2025. I really hope you do well in crypto.